it. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Yellow Carrot Restaurant's fun food and philosophy talk show. I am Siri Suzanne Seedorf, chef, owner, and founder of the Yellow Carrot, and this is my beautiful co-host, Rosalind Renee, and we welcome you here to our amazing show. Miss Rosalind Renee, how are you today?
I am doing really, really good this morning. How are you, sweetheart?
I am freaking awesome. Right?
Yep. Oh,
How was your week?
Good,
How
good.
was your week?
Let me tell you, we got some snow here
Yeah.
that, I mean, just kept me like a prisoner in my house.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of snow, and couldn't even get in my truck. My doors were frozen shut.
Frozen shut, right? We had a little snowstorm here in Durango, Colorado this week.
We did.
But down here in the south part of town, we don't get as much snow as they do up at Falls Creek. You live at Falls Creek, right?
Close to Lemon. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get about 10 times the amount of snow that we do. So it was pretty amazing. It was great,
pretty.
though.
It was great, but man, was it work to get around. But
Yeah.
it was beautiful.
Definitely a cleansing
Yeah.
for Durango. But I'm glad you're here.
I know, me too.
Yay! This is going to be a lot of fun.
I
Now,
know.
you are probably not used to the snow, or are you?
No. I'm from LA,
Yeah.
Los Angeles, and let me tell you, we don't
Right.
get snow down there. So this has been an experience, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's
But how long have you lived here?
7 years.
Oh,
7 years now.
well, then you're getting used to it.
Yeah.
Right? Right? No?
Yes, I am. You don't have a choice. So.
It's sunny almost 300 days out of the year here in Durango, Colorado. So your 2 days of snow.
Oh, you pay for that. You pay for
Right,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm glad you're here. We were gonna tape this a few days ago, but due to the snowstorm, we couldn't. So now we're here, and we are super excited to have this show and introduce our first guest today, which is the Bronut. Carlos
Here we go.
is bringing the Bronut. He is one of my main cooks.
gosh.
He has worked with me for almost 7 years, and he is absolutely amazing. Carlos, yay! Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Carlos Moguel Gutierrez.
Yes.
He
I
is
just met
amazing,
Carlos.
and Renee just met Carlos.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you too.
yeah, we all love Carlos. Everybody loves Carlos. Yay, Carlos! And so here we have.
Oh my gosh.
One of my most favorite things I have ever created on the planet. And of course, it's adorable, right?
Oh, it's cute.
So,
Little hearts, it's
isn't it
adorable.
cute?
Yes, I love it.
yeah. So, I created the Bronuts several years ago when I was catering. And what they are is they are a little pastry that I make, and then we fry them. And one of them is savory, and this is the Bronut, and then this is the stack of donuts. They are absolutely phenomenal. This one I toss in brown butter, hence bro, B-R-O, and then donut, nut, right? The original creation came from my grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother. Almost every single weekend I stayed with her in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and she would fry these beautiful little pastries. She actually used biscuit dough and would fry them and then toss them just in cinnamon, and they were just a breakfast snack for us. And so I decided to take it to the next level and put them with the brown butter and a special garlic salt that I make, and we dip them in this freaking amazing roasted garlic
Oh my
fondue.
Oh,
Right?
that smells
Right? And then for the caramel donuts, I make this freaking amazing, basically kitchen sink caramel is what I call it, because there's about 20 ingredients in it. And I reduce it down for like an hour and then puree it and mix it together, and we toss it in a syrup that I call baklava syrup. But that also is a like a honey that I make, and it's made from 3 different kinds of sugar: agave, honey, maple syrup, and then it has like 20 spices in it. So it's
Holy
absolutely delicious. And then you
smokes.
dip it in the caramel. So
Oh, and I'm a caramel girl.
Yeah, really awesome. Yeah. So my grandmother, who is absolutely is amazing, is the catalyst behind a lot of why I even created the yellow carrot. I opened the yellow carrot on her 90th birthday in 2008.
Oh, silly.
And her twin sister, Ethel Jean, my grandmother's name is Evelyn Catherine, and her twin sister is Ethel Jean. And they came here on their 90th birthday for the opening of my store that was across the street.
They did?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
and I made this huge birthday cake for him.
Cool.
It was so much fun. Then I opened the Yellow Carrot this location, the year of what would have been their 100th birthday. But my grandmother passed away about 2 months before she turned 100.
Oh my.
Yeah, she was freaking amazing.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
My grandmother has an incredible history. She actually was married to a black man.
What?
Seriously, in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, in the 30s.
In Iowa?
Yes, in Iowa. She married and fell in love with a man of color in Iowa. And back then, there was still 12 states that didn't allow multicultural marriages. And so she went to jail several times for being married to a man of color.
Whoa.
And the way she got out
Oh my goodness.
of being in jail is she threatened to commit suicide. It was fascinating. Yeah. Crazy.
Wow.
Right.
That's
and
insane.
I didn't really know a lot of the history, and I spoke with my aunt a few days ago and even learned more that she was shunned by her family, and I didn't even know this. And they would see her walking down the street, and they would cross the street, and I had no idea. But this amazing woman who introduced me to so many amazing things, I really believe that I got my sense of optimism, which I call Pangloss, which is a character that came from a 1700 satire by Voltaire called Candide. And Pangloss was a character that was just overly optimistic. And I really truly believe that I was gifted this personality trait through my grandmother because she just was so kind and so loving and always saw the good. She always told me nothing is bad. There's no such thing as bad, Sari. And if you can always find the good. When I was probably 18 years old, I got a phone call from my dad that a car had driven into the side of my grandmother's house in the middle of the night. A drunk driver drove to the side of her house in the middle of the night. And my grandmother grabs her camera and is out there taking pictures and laughing and yucking it up with the police officers that were getting this drunk driver and this car out of her house.
Oh my gosh.
And she thought it was the funniest thing that had ever happened to her in her life. But she has an amazing history, and so it's really fascinating.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And what a temperament to have to deal with all of that.
Yeah.
My word.
Yeah. So, I mean, and she actually hid the fact that she was married to a man of color for years.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
For years. I didn't know until I was 18 years old.
You
and
didn't
neither,
know?
And neither did my dad or my dad's sister until I was 18, so my dad would have been in his 50s. Right. Yeah, and she hid it. Amazing.
Wow, that's crazy.
She was afraid that people would turn on her if they knew.
Well, you know.
But she just lived a really amazing life.
Good for her.
Yeah. So
Made a bad situation into a good one.
always. So this is why I do these kinds of things, and this joy and humor that she has gifted me has been pretty miraculous.
And so apparent.
yeah.
And so apparent.
Yeah. You should try one of these Bronuts.
Okay, let me see. I think I'm going to go with I'm a caramel girl, so I think I'm going to try this.
She's a caramel
first.
girl.
Yes, I am.
Check her out.
Yes, I am.
Okay, she's going sweet first.
I'm going sweet for always.
Yes.
Always. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this. Oh my goodness, caramel. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Did you dip it in the caramel? Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you love it?
Oh, girl, this
Yeah.
is so...
Do you guys hear that? Check her out.
Mm-hmm. So good.
This is what I tell people. Welcome to heaven on earth, everybody.
Okay, we're
right
done.
Here, right in your mouth. Every time you come here,
We're done.
Every single time you come to the Yellow Carrot,
Oh my
you're just
God.
that much closer to heaven. Heaven on earth.
Jeez. This is fabulous.
Do you love it?
Oh, I'm double dipping.
She's double dipping.
Yes, I am.
We allow that here at the Yellow Carrot.
Oh my gosh.
Right. You can eat with your fingers, you can lick your fingers, and you can double dip.
And this is the butter?
That is a roasted garlic fondue.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, that's different.
It's either a hell yes or a hell no. What do you got?
Oh, no, this is a hell yes. This is a different kind of hell yes. Oh, this is fab. Ooh, that's a nice little, it kind of comes at you a little bit
Right.
later.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Right. And, you know, it's just fun to say Bronut.
I like that.
Right.
That's cool.
So I actually decided that before we did this show that I was going to Google Bronut and see if anyone else had ever created this, and turns out they have. There's a little bakery that created a brownie and a donut cross, so they called it a Bronut. And there's another group of people that created a brioche, which is a type of bread, and a donut, and they called it a Bronut. But then I decided to take it a little further and see what Urban Dictionary called or defined Bronuts, and turns out that it said, I love this one, a donut vendor, like late at night, that is willing to spot you a few cents so you can get a donut in the evening is called your Bronut. I love that, right? So I technically could be a Bronut, right? Because if you come in and you don't have enough money to buy the Bronuts, I spot you a little money,
Here you
and
go.
now I'm your Bronut.
I
right?
like that.
Yeah, so you and I, we're Bronuts.
I'm liking that.
Right? A friend, if they're a boy who's fat, would be your Bronut. So, if you have any fat friends, you can call them your Bronut
today.
Right? A friend who is willing to share their donut.
That's even better. I like that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Bronut.
Yeah.
Right? Friend who's willing to share their donut is a Bronut. I love that. And then I like this one too. The Bronut is derived from the Greek word bro. You have any bros?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you do, huh?
Yes, I have a few.
Only those with the most superior knowledge of modern day English can comprehend the complexities of using this word. Some say it is slang, but it is quite posh.
Okay, that's pretty intense.
So my grandmother's first husband would have been my Bronut. Right?
That is so cool. Gosh.
Now, I remember you telling me at one point that you had some history with your family coming from Africa and some other things. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, my family came from the Ivory Coast, and my dad's oldest brother married a woman from Tennessee, and when
So wait, your dad's older brother married a woman from Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah, married a woman from Tennessee. And when we were doing our family tree and the whole ancestry thing, we found out she was a descendant of Thomas Jefferson.
Wow.
Thomas Jefferson.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Isn't
Thomas
that crazy?
Jefferson. Yeah, that's fascinating because that's like back in the 1700s, early 1800s, right?
Way back.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so your family settled in that area?
We settled, actually they moved they came over from the Ivory Coast into Florida, and then they dispersed out and finally got out to a little town called Nicodemus, Kansas. And they were the first free slaves to settle in that town.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And you still have
They still are there. There's only probably about 40 people there. It's like a small town with no retail stores, no nothing, just dirt roads, cows, hay farms. I mean, just...
They need a yellow carrot there.
It's a zero. Yeah. Yeah. But it's a historic landmark site, too.
Right.
So
Right.
It's pretty cool history, but I was surprised when I found out that she was a descendant of Thomas Jefferson. I'd always heard the story about Thomas and his, this extracurricular activity.
Well, I don't know much about his extracurricular activity. However, I do know about his food loves. And it turns out that Thomas Jefferson actually brought a few really interesting things and polarized it here in the United States, like mac and cheese. Can you believe that? Mac and cheese? He served mac and cheese that he'd learned this recipe when he was in I believe, Italy, and he brought it back. And he served a baked mac and cheese at a state dinner in 1802, and it went viral at that time. It was crazy. And you know I do make the world's best mac and cheese ever. Seriously, is what I call it on the menu.
I'll be trying that tomorrow.
Yeah, it is delicious. It will be one of our guests for
I'll be
sure.
trying
It will definitely be one of our guests. He also brought French fries.
Who doesn't love French fries?
Right, I know. And you
And
know, I
you
have
like French fries.
life-changing rosemary brown butter French fries, I like to call them. Yeah. Have you had them?
I have had them, and they are really, really, really good.
You feel different since you've eaten them?
Yeah, it's changed my life.
Yeah. See?
Literally.
Great. He also cultivated tomatoes back in the 1800s, early or late 1700s. People believed tomatoes to be poisonous because they were a nightshade. And he had, at his estate Monticello, he had over 250 varieties of flora and fauna, and he grew and just absolutely loved them. So it's really interesting. So thanks to your ancestor Thomas Jefferson, we have many, many amazing, delicious foods that were brought from Europe while he was
Isn't that something?
in power. It was pretty amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Well, thank you for sharing. This has been so much fun.
It
I'm
was
glad you
wonderful.
love these. Tell everybody how much you love them.
Love them. The texture is fabulous. They like melt in your mouth. They're so good.
Yes,
Nice
everyone
treat.
needs to come and try a Bronut as soon
Yeah.
as possible. So one of the really fun things that we're doing with this talk show is we are, at the end of each show, we have a code word. Code word this week is muffaletta. When you visit the Yellow Carrot restaurant, please share the code word muffaletta with your server, and you will receive a free prize. Every week it'll be different, but you have to remember, muffaletta. Be grateful and share gratitude and love and kindness with every single person you meet, no matter what, because we are all here to be one and enjoy these delicious things that life has gifted us every single day.
Fabulous.
Yeah?
Fabulous.
Just like you.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you. Thank you so much. Renee's my Bronut.